Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, I want you to imagine breathing in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of stress and tension to slowly but surely leave your body in your outward breath. Notice where in your body there's any clues or signals of stress or tension. Because it could be in the forehead, the jaw, the neck, or the shoulders. And there's no need to change it. Your body will do that all by itself. Just allow yourself to breathe in. Hold the breath for a second. And as you slowly exhale, allow the breath to keep on going outwards more than it normally would. Feeling like your outward breath is a release valve for unnecessary stress and tension. Feel it leaving your body in that outward breath. And then when you breathe in, feel how good it feels to breathe in that resourceful feeling of relaxation. All the resources that might be useful. Confidence, self-belief, calmness and tranquility. That's it. Releasing that tension around your neck and your shoulders. And I want you to imagine a crystal ball. The kind of crystal ball a fortune teller might have. And maybe you can imagine that crystal ball being on a table. And I want you to imagine looking into that crystal ball, feeling your eyelids getting heavier and heavier, arms relaxing. But I want you to imagine that you're drifting into a vision of a future. This isn't years into the future, just a few months into the future. And I want you to imagine seeing yourself vividly, looking feminine, elegant, maybe wearing a long dress, sleeveless, arms exposed. Maybe there's a special occasion, an award ceremony, networking, a meal, a nice restaurant. I want you to see yourself just a few months in the future where you have the body shape that is desirable for you. As you see yourself there in that future, notice that your body is stronger, but more toned and more feminine. And it became that way with each passing day. I want you to think of those thoughts that would have got you to that body shape. Perhaps the thought that every day you're becoming more and more toned, slender, light and feminine. That you love and honor your body and nourish it with healthy, nutritious food and exercise. That throughout that time you are shedding excess weight, becoming more toned, more feminine every single day. As you notice yourself in the future, I want you to see from your expression that you love the feeling of being light and graceful, fully embracing your feminine energy. And maybe to get there, all it took was to focus on the positive changes happening in your body, celebrating those significant steps towards your ideal body shape. And notice that there is no pressure or expectation for you to be perfect. That flaws are natural. And see yourself embracing your feminine curves, but exuding confidence, projecting that energy outwards. I want you to imagine climbing into that future version of you, feeling how good it feels to feel light, to feel toned, to feel slender. And I want you to accept that your metabolic rate is working efficiently. It's helping you to achieve your ideal weight and shape. Imagine walking around in that dress, maybe catching yourself in a reflection and feeling that you are in tune with your body's needs and that you're nourishing it with healthy food and hydration. Imagine standing in front of either a mirror or a glass window where you can see your reflection, and just think to yourself that you love and appreciate your body for all that it does for you, that you are worthy of feeling good and confident in your own skin. That as you see that reflection of you, that you are proud of the progress you have made and that you continue to make. I want you to see a radiance and energy. There's no point being a certain shape or weight if you're tired and irritable. See yourself healthy, energetic, radiating positive energy and a lightness. I want you to accept that in the same way that a body shape can change, changes can take place throughout life. In the book of life, there are many different chapters. And maybe you're still wearing that evening dress, or maybe you're somewhere else. But I want you to think about what change means to you. I want you to get the idea that there are different ways of thinking about change. And I will give direct suggestions to your subconscious mind about ways of thinking about changes and transitions, and allow your subconscious mind to latch on to the suggestions that are useful and beneficial, and to disregard those that aren't. There'll be certain phrases that resonate and connect, and others that don't. And sometimes you listen to songs on the radio. There's certain songs you like, and others you don't. Certain things connect and certain things don't. You embrace the natural changes in your body and know that you are strong and capable. You trust your body to navigate through the changes with ease. You find joy in taking care of yourself during this time of transition. You listen to your body's needs and give yourself the care and attention you deserve. You see this time in your life as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. You surround yourself with the kind of people that lift you up and encourage you. Allow yourself to release any fears or negative beliefs around aging and trust in the process of life. You approach this time with a sense of curiosity and wonder, open to explore new experiences. You honor your body's need for rest and relaxation, and prioritize self-care and those activities that nourish you. I want you to allow yourself to release any shame or guilt around completely natural changes in your body. I want you to imagine unlocking your intuition, helping it to enable you to be guided through this time of change. That you're ready to explore anything that might help. Supplements, hormones, advice, information. With that open mind, your intuition can guide you to do more of what works and to learn from things that don't. Imagine what it would be like to approach this time of transition with a sense of humor and playfulness. You trust that you are exactly where you need to be on your journey. For those things that you don't understand, you have faith in the process. You know that you are worthy of all those wonderful things, experiences, and you give yourself permission to prioritize yourself during this time of change. Let go of any old beliefs, emotions, insecurities, or fears, and allow yourself to replace them with hope, playfulness, empowerment, and gratitude. As you start to think that of all the women that have ever lived, in the history of multiple civilizations, many will never even reach this period of transition in their life. I want you to get a sense of gratitude and privilege. And as one chapter ends, another always begins. And you're curious about this next light, feminine, happy chapter in your life. And maybe you're still wearing that dress, and maybe you're in a different place, but I want you to imagine that you're returning to the present with a clear idea of what your future looks like. That you are unlocking all of the resources to gravitate you towards that direction. And you're curious to see what this chapter has in store for you. As you return to the present, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Get a sense that you're completely in the present, listening to my voice as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.